Can we be real for a second? Can we acknowledge that, like, to the extent queerbaiting is a problem, it's like the least problem in the universe? Like, let's be real for a second. Like, let's actually, I know that for people whose entire lives is consuming and reacting to media on their forums, like, this is a big deal. But in reality, queerbaiting is such an infinitesimally small fragment of the, like, problems with LGBT representation. Some people take this stuff really seriously. Can real people queerbait? Yeah, they can. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you want to, like, lean into it, you know, to try to, like, I just don't think it's that huge of it. I mean, it's not good, you know. If you want to sort of posture LGBT representation, then you should commit to it and not, like, treat it like this weird taboo that you brush against delicately but refuse to commit to. You should fully go for it. I've been accused of queerbaiting. I obviously have a really queer audience, and I've been accused of queerbaiting by faking being pansexual as a way of appealing to the queers, you know, which is a kind of queerbaiting, you know, it's sort of a self-effective queerbaiting. But they're being bigoted there because I don't know how many guys I have to sleep with to... When was the last time you topped a guy? It's been a while, February of this year. It's been girls since then, and non-binary people, but there, that was the last guy. Wait, might have been the last guy. I'm loving the anime Golden Kamuy so far, but I'm not really sure if they're queerbaiting or not. They kind of do in Golden Kamuy. Not gonna lie, they kind of do. Still a great manga and anime, in my opinion. You don't know? Yeah, I don't always, like, fully know the gender of the people I have sex with. What do you want from me? What am I, some kind of homo? Well, like, I'm gonna check up on that every time? But, like, oh, well, you know, whatever. If they're cute, fine. I don't care. Was the last guy bottom or top? I've never bottomed. They're always, the other person's always going to be a bottom. Just one rep issue off the top of my head that's way more prevalent, the way queerness is often portrayed almost entirely in the context of hedonistic salaciousness. Yeah, that's true. Pan and gay people in media are always like these really sexually forward, really, like, direct, really salacious, really, like, you know, hedonistic types. And that ironically, that unironically is like queerphobia for sure, you know? You know, like, it's not... When you get into, like, the developed gay community, you will find plenty of guys who are just getting their holes railed, like, 24/7. But especially if you're talking about, like just normal people, like, you're not... it's not like a thing about the gay community, but it's just, like, a normal group of people that might have gay or queer people in them. They are as likely to be prudish or whatever else as, like, anyone else, you know? There are plenty of freaky straight people, and there are plenty of prudish queer people. I would know. I've tried to hook up with prudish queer people before. It's very, you know, it's make these presumptions at your own risk. Do you think kink phobia is a thing? Yeah, but it's important to understand why it's important, okay? Being discriminated against or, like, being made fun of for having a kink, I don't care, get over it. However, being politically anti-kink is very fascism aligned. Being, like, like broadly as a category opposed to kink, or, like... Why do I hear pigeons screaming? Pigeon! Pardon me. You want to explain yourself? You want to explain this bitch behavior? Yeah? Go on, try it. I'm faster than you. Try it. Yeah? 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 He's been in a bad mood all day today. No idea why. I sprinted down there. Still have a fucking headache. Dude, everything is so much harder when you have a headache. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If you're in defeat, I don't give a fuck if people are making fun of you for being in defeat. However, people being anti-kink broadly is like one of those anti-degeneracy fascism things. Which is funny because anti-degeneracy people are usually themselves, like, pedophiles into interracial cuckoldry or want somebody to shit on their chest. Like, you can find all these base tradcon LARPers on 4chan who spend, you know, 6 hours a day online accusing other people of degenerates and 6 hours a day online looking at lolly porn. Oh man, that made my headache a lot worse. I heard pigeon yelling. You know, I'm not going to let Artemy be mean. No, because that's not being broadly opposed to kink, logical pretzels. I wonder if the Twitch e-girls who make a living off of, like, softcore Twitch streams and, like, maybe a OnlyFans feel threatened by porn stars who have, like, hours of footage of them taking it up the ass getting on Twitch. Like, it's in terms of like the licentiousness, how it's hard to compete with like a porn star of multiple years in terms of like yeah. Yeah, days. Yeah, for Sasha Grey, days and days. Yeah. A lot of porn stars are total dorks who like video games like anyone else. Well, yeah, of course, they're regular people. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying I think it's funny that they kind of break the market open on the whole like e-girl who teases lewds market. You know what I mean? Because you have like the virgin like cute chick with cleavage who may or may not do an OnlyFans one day versus the Giga Chad, like, I'm fully dressed up and also, like, I've fucked 8 guys at once and there's 4K video of it available on my website. It is. Both of these are valid. I'm just making jokes. I don't care. Whatever. Markiplier OnlyFans win. E-girls sell the parasocial relationship more than the hot stuff itself. Yeah. But there's a lot of guys that despise porn stars and like those inaccessible nice girls. Well, yeah, because they're misogynistic. It's the Madonna whore complex. A lot of guys feel like threatened or repulsed by women who have open or active sex lives. Listen, I'm not saying you have to date a porn star. If somebody didn't want to date a porn star, I think that's a valid. I don't think I'd mind. I've never been in a position where I've had to make that choice. But if you don't want to, I think that's fine. Just don't be weird about it. If you don't want to have a partner who like has video up of them getting glazed with cum, I get I get that. I'm not some kind of like hyper idealist polyamorous type who thinks that none of this should mean anything. Like, it's fine if you don't want to. Just don't be weird about it with this, Madonna whore bullshit. Every woman has to be like your mom or something. Vaush talking like that because he got a chance with the porn star. No, I've never had sex with the porn star. I've had sex with sex workers off the clock for them. But I have not had sex with the porn star. To my knowledge, what's the Madonna whore thing? I'm confused. It's the idea that women fit in one of two categories. It's basically like it's like a very Freudian thing. Basically, it's like women. It's complicated. It's about framing women in a dynamic where they can either be like sexually active and available and therefore a whore, or they can be sexually inactive and unavailable and therefore chaste and virtuous, but you still want them to be available for you. So to you, the ideal woman is one who is a Madonna broadly, but a whore to you. And you judge women by their broad part, like being a part of this group. But the problem is that in order for this dynamic to work, like women have to be whores to the guys they're with, but Madonnas to everyone else. But that would make them a whore to everyone else because that acknowledging that dynamic makes them sexually active in other contexts. So it's this really weird double standard that kind of leads to all women being like disgusting to you, which if you see incel discourse online is exactly what a lot of these guys think. It's like an unwinnable. Yeah, it's like it's just a way of like framing. I mean, you can Google like the Madonna whore complex. It's been studied, literally studied for decades. I mean, it's plenty of discourse on this. Oh yeah, sorry. By Madonna, they mean Mary, the Virgin Mother of Jesus Christ. Yes, thank you, Tempest. Not Madonna the singer. The Madonna there is the Mother of Christ, not Madonna. They would consider Madonna a whore, ironically. Okay. Sorry. Thank you, Tempest. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Hung a Master. Yeah. They want the Virgin to miraculously have the sexual awakening with them and them only. Yeah. The Mother of Christ is Mary. What the fuck? Someone explain. Madonna is a name used to refer to the Virgin Mary.